what's going to happen next is you're going to start to see 15 to 20 million renters come out of the United States of America. So that situation is going to be happening pretty quickly here. And when that happens, young buyers, young American citizen home buyers will be able to go out and buy homes again. And I foresee a big boom of young homeowners coming out to be able to snap up homes at a pretty good price point and a great low rate. So that's the idea of what I see happening just based on what we looked at in the past.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds, and I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited about my next guest. Listen, I think he has a very palpable message that he wants to give. And listen, you know, he knows about real estate. He has relatives that's in real estate, but he also has been looking at this thing closely. And I think he can see the trends that are about to change. And so I am really, really excited to look at things through his perspective. And so I really want to introduce you guys to, as he said, just call him Andy. So I want to introduce y'all to, I'm going to put a little Mr. on it. I hope that's okay. I got to put some respect on it. So Mr.
Yes,
Andy,
yes,
man, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I'm glad to be here. Thank you very much, Quentin. It's obviously a great day. I'm in Southern California. It's one of those kind of things where I'm watching the real estate markets getting ready to flourish and bloom again. I think what we looked at is a period of time where it got a little stagnant, got a little flat, and we're getting ready to take off again. There's some things that I've seen that were on the horizon based on what I saw in the past, putting them together with what I'm looking at now. So I recall a situation in 2000 to 2005 where we saw a steady increase of the value of homes. We peaked in 2007, then we had the big crash in 2008. And in 2008 to 2009, we lost 5.1 million homes through foreclosure. So during that time frame, obviously a lot of homes were snapped up at really, really inexpensive price points. And what I learned about during that period of time was that if you were sitting on cash, you could go out there and make some really good purchases. So the same thing holds true with what we're walking into now. I see a lot of foreclosures happening, not quite as many as what was previous, but in 2023, we had 322,000 foreclosures. In 2024, we had 290,000 foreclosures. And in 2025, we're slated to have about 360,000 foreclosures. So when you put it all together, it's about 1 million foreclosures. It's not the end of the world, but if you're sitting on cash, it would be a good time to be able to go out there and start to buy again. As the rates start to drop, we're looking at the rates that went from 3.75. They dropped another quarter point down to 3.50. So now we're looking at a situation where we're starting to see some movement there. And then what's going to happen next is you're going to start to see 15 to 20 million renters come out of the United States of America. So that situation is going to be happening pretty quickly here.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
And when that happens, young buyers, young American citizen home buyers will be able to go out and buy homes again. And I foresee a big boom of young homeowners coming out to be able to snap up homes at a pretty good price point and a great low rate. So that's the idea of what I see happening just based on what we looked at in the past. So I think that, our administration obviously wants to see home buyers go out there and start buying, buying homes at a relatively good price point and at a relatively low rate, because the young 20-somethings and the young 30-somethings are being priced out of the market at this particular point in time. So if we can spur that back on, I think it's going to be a good thing for the nation.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I love what you're saying. And man, I'm interested, like, what are some of the key strategies that you use when it comes to researching or when it comes to kind of recognizing what's going on in the shifts? Like, are there some key strategies that you can pinpoint of the way you look at things and maybe that can translate to help people kind of see what you see?
Well, obviously, I looked at the prior counties in the state of California that weren't performing in 2008 and 2009, and I take a look and see what they're dealing with. Well, they're dealing with high fuel prices. They're dealing with the lack of jobs because there's a big competition for jobs in the state of California, and you're looking at the value of homes that's really, really high. So what that does is it's going to push out a certain amount of renters that can't afford to live out in the outlying areas, and it's going to leave those homes open for foreclosure. So what happens now is if you're sitting on cash, or if you have access to relatives that are sitting on cash, and you find a home that's at a good price point, jump on it, because the rates are going to start to go down. And as those rates start to go down, the value of the homes are going to start to peak back up again. So you have to be ready when the time comes. And I think that time frame that we're going to see is probably going to be the spring of this year, is when that rate starts to really get chipped away. And then you'll start to see the value of the home start to peak up a little bit. Everything that I'm looking at in my neighborhood is anywhere between 1.1 to 1.2 million. In some of the outlying areas, these were homes that originally sold at 98,000 in the year 2000. Those homes are now 394,000, $450,000 homes. And is that really the value of that house?
Yeah, right.
That's one of those kind of things. So, but what happens is, as that value of those homes starts to peak back up again, you're going to want to have the opportunity to speak with relatives or speak with family members, even if you're not sitting on the cash yourself, and
Absolutely.
try to make it work that way.
Absolutely. Now, before we got on, you talked about, like you're just passionate about helping people, wanting people to be in a better position. And like, where does that passion come from? Like, where was that passion birthed?
So I've been in sales since I was about 14, 15 years of age. I sold Kirby vacuum cleaners door to door. So I've always been a great communicator. It's one of those kind of things where I learned how to deal with rejection. And oftentimes when you're dealing with rejection, it's really not about me as the person. It's about the set of circumstances that other individual is dealing with. So what you do is you look at it as a numbers game, and you know that the more that you put yourself out there, the more responses or the more chances you're going to get that yes. So what I learned is that through service to others, I will be rewarded myself. So the big thing in my lifetime has always been about providing service to humanity and providing service to others. So after 32 years in the automotive industry, I ran car dealerships nationwide, anywhere between New Jersey to Texas to California here in SoCal. And the idea for me was, the more I help people become prosperous and become successful.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
The greater the reward was for me. So now I have the opportunity to open up my company, which is California Gold AC. And the whole idea behind California Gold AC is to be able to showcase all these different businesses and all these different companies around the state of California and in the United States of America, to be able to promote American business and American industry again, and get people to be stimulated to go out there and want to open up their own company. Or if they find a product that's being made overseas, find a way to build it here in the United States of America and become an entrepreneur of the United States of America. So that way our people don't have to pay a tariff on goods that come from Mexico or come from China or come from, Brazil or anything along those lines. So if we bring that industry back home, we're going to keep Americans working. We're going to keep our wealth here, and we're going to be able to build more homes and buy more homes. So in the end, the real estate industry wins out because there's more currency that's in the ecosystem of business for the United States of America.
Yeah. No, I love it. So I love it. I love the fact of what California Gold AC standing for, like really showcasing these businesses. Was there
Mhm.
any kind of, as you was building California Gold AC, was there any kind of adversity that you had to face? Because of course, businesses they go to being successful, but there's a journey to the success. So have you reached any kind of obstacles or bumps in the road as you was building the business?
The way I would probably phrase the obstacles that I've encountered were probably the limitations that I put on myself.
Hmm. Hmm.
So in the 32 years that I was in the auto industry, I always had mentors. I always had people that were above me. I had general sales managers that taught me. I had general managers that taught me. I had owners that taught me information. But there became a point where I was just capped out. Like there's just nothing more that they could give me. And I still wanted to go out there and give more back out to the world. So I was introduced to a few amazing individuals, Grant Cardone, Ty Lopez, Jerome Maldonado, and they blew my mind with the information that they had access to. And it showed me that I could do the same thing as well. So the idea for me was part of this journey is because of their mentorship indirectly. And I figured that if those guys could do it, then I can do it as well. Um, what a lot of people have this stigma in the back of their mind is, am I good enough? And the answer is yes. If there's 312 millionaires in the, or 312, yeah, it's 312 million millionaires in the United States of America, you can become one as well. So the biggest thing at this particular point in time is just having the belief within yourself. So in my lifetime, I probably made, I don't know, 3.5 to 4.5 million dollars in revenue just for myself in my pocket. But obviously, of course, you have expenditures throughout your lifetime. And in that process of making that revenue, I created millions and millions and millions of dollars of revenue for other people. So now, as I am making my company California Gold, and we're we're sending this message out to the world. Now, what happens is you have the ability to make hundreds of millions of dollars for yourself. So the idea behind California Gold is it's a broadcasting system that we can all use. If you're a business that's local in the area, I can help showcase your information. If you're a person that's got a concern that's in your region that you want to bring me that information, I can help you broadcast to the world. Um, if you have an idea that you want to get out, a cure for cancer, even you want to bring that information, I can broadcast it to the world. So what happens is for most people that are out there, the reason why they're not more outspoken is because they've been taught by society to stay in our place.
Yeah.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
And I think what happens is we have to learn how to break the limits that people put on us. So I'm not sure if you've read this article, but there was an article that came out about geniuses, about how young people, when they're 2 to 3 years of age, they test really, really high on their scores and they're geniuses. Then they go through the school process and then they test them again at 6 and 7. And now you've got 65 to 70% of the class that's geniuses. Then you put them through 5th and 6th grade, you come back and you test them again and only 32% are geniuses. And then you check them again at their high school levels and only 15% are geniuses. Well, what happened? What happened? And I think what happens is our school systems that we've had have tried to keep people within a certain amount of control. So now what happens is we as human beings have that opportunity to go out there and change that control measure and go out there and learn as much as we can. And through open communication, like you're in Maryland and I'm in California, and we have this ability to communicate effectively and then broadcast to the world. There's nothing that the human being can't do. So now what happens is we have the opportunity to change that system of learning that we were indoctrinated into to be able to go out there and do something amazing and more, because there's a universe out there that's waiting for us.
Yeah.
So I think that we have to be able to train our youth, to empower our youth to break those shackles of what that education system did to them. And I think that that's the opportunity that California Gold brings to the table. Because if you got a message, we can get it anywhere in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can get it to all the right people. And that's what I want to be able to do is free humanity, starting with the United States of America first, and then make America golden again. And I have a saying of create heaven on earth right here in the United States of America. And then after we create heaven on earth here in the United States of America, we can go back out to the world and we can change the world and we can make it a better place for all of humanity. So, but I think that we've got all the technology in the world to be able to do it right here in the US of A. I think we have all the right people. And I think that we have many, many, many good people that once they're all on the same page together and they're united, we could do amazing things. So I see a lot of really great things on the horizon. I see a lot of prosperity coming on the horizon. And I think that that real estate industry is going to boom. It's going to actually boom here because we went through kind of like a lull, and now it's going to blossom. It's going to blossom. The other thing that I also want to bring to everybody's attention is that Elon Musk is going to roll out 200 million robots. Where do you think all those microchips are going to get processed? Where do you think all that stuff is going to be built? It's going to be built right here in the United States of America. So as we bring all that industry back home, there's going to be more and more people that can work.
Yeah. But I know, you mentioned about, the robots that's going to be Elon Musk going to be rolling out, and how you mentioned the chips are going to be built here in America. And so that just goes right to your point of making sure American businesses are thriving, trying to connect with these American businesses and showcasing these American businesses. And so I think what you're doing, I think is definitely much needed, because all of our listeners most, if not all our listeners in America are American business people. And so your message, like I said, is very palpable. So let me ask you this before we wrap. If someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, learn more about what you're doing, collaborate, how can they get in contact with you, sir?
They can reach me on my Instagram account. It's going to be A as in Apple, O as Orlando, Cortez. So it's Cortez, the number one. So AO Cortez 1. And then that would be for Instagram. You can reach me on my Gmail at aocortez1 at gmail.com. Or you could reach me on Facebook as Andy Cortez and just look for the guy that looks like this. You'll see a headshot. There's a bunch of white behind it. I'm in White Sands, New Mexico. I did a photo op out there. Or you can reach me directly on my cell phone, which I'm kind of a little bit nervous about
That's
leaving
up
that
to
out
you,
there
sir.
for the
Yeah,
world.
that's all on you, man.
So, I mean, obviously, I've given my phone number out to millions of people nationwide, and I've yet to have any issues whatsoever. So 805-223-4664 is my direct cell phone number. I'm always glad to be of service. The idea behind what I do is about giving back to humanity and about getting the message out there about, made in the USA. That was one of the big things I was ingrained with as a young child from my grandfather. He grew up during the Depression era in the mountains of California here. And one of the things that he said was, you buy American made. You always buy American made. And I said, well, Grandpa, isn't there anybody else that makes anything good? He goes, that's not the point. He says, when you buy American made, you keep Americans working. And that stuck with me throughout my entire life. So now we're actually bringing industry back home. We're putting Americans back to work, and I see a really golden age on the horizon that will be here very shortly. But I think that what we went through in the last 4 years has been a big eye opener, and I believe that it's time for the nation to heal, which is a big thing that I wanted to kind of bring that out there because you're in Maryland, and I say it like this: you're in Maryland and you can do things in Maryland that I can't do, but together we can do things across the nation and help everybody. So I don't care what country that you're from. I care about what we can all do together to help humanity move forward. That's what I
Yeah,
care about. And
yeah.
I think that that's the biggest thing that we have to think about is how the nation moves forward together.
Well, listen, y'all heard him. There he is, Mr. Andy. Sir, thank you so much for coming through. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your story. Thank you for your perspective. I appreciate you being on today, man.
Yes, sir. And if you'd like to chat again in let's say 2 to 3 months, I'd love to come back on again.
Absolutely. Well, listen, there he is. Y'all heard Mr. Andy. You got the value. You heard the message. Please make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss out on the continued conversations that we're going to have. So again, thank you, Mr. Andy, and to everyone else. We'll see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.